Happy Friday, y'all. We are out here for our third day of Rib Cook-Off. Make sure you come here before it's all over. We got good food and good vibes. Get here. And we're back. This is Lauren here at the Nugget for our Rib Cook-Off, and I am here with
Rasta Joe's.
Rasta Joe's, and this is Joe himself.
This is me, the one and only. Lost the dreads years ago.
You had dreads?
Yeah, years ago I did.
Oh my gosh.
I've been here 35 years.
35 years. We're going to need to see a picture of the dreads.
Okay.
Maybe we can get a picture and show you guys too. What makes your ribs stand out?
I think it's the process of the seasoning, the rub that I use, Rasta Joe's award-winning rub, and then the sauce at the end, and the slow smoke. And that's everybody's got the same cookers.
Yeah.
You know, so it's the seasoning and how they come off the bone that the judges are looking for.
Yeah. And how long do you typically smoke your ribs for?
I'll give you a Texas answer, till they're done.
There you go. Till they're done. Any secret sauce tips that you can share? Or cooking tips?
Just give it time. You can't rush it. You give it time and you'll come out with a good product. Whether you're using a Weber grill, which I do when I'm not with all the commercial units, I'll use a Weber and I'll get the same results.
Which menu item stands out most from the rest?
I would say the Porkinator that we have. The Porkinator is just, it's a huge sandwich. It's got the pulled pork, put it on there. Then we have a slice of ham, 2 pieces of bacon, pepper jack cheese, and then we put a little peppercini on the side. So I have a little greenery in there.
A little greenery and a little kick.
Yeah.
Nice. Well, that's a lot of pork.
Yeah, it is. It's probably 1 pound of pork in the sandwich.
How long have you been in business? How long has Rasta Joe's been in business?
Oh my God, probably 45 to 50 years.
And did you start it yourself, the company?
Yeah, I started it myself. Actually, we started probably back in the 80s. I had to go to Des Moines, Iowa for a contest, and I tied up with those guys in Des Moines, Iowa for just a regular contest, not a rib fest. Then I traveled with Sweet Meat for 3 years. And old Huber said, Rasta, I think it's time you go on your own. So they got me into a festival, and the Nugget came down to Laughlin and invited me up here the second year they were going.
Well, it's nice having you once again.
Hopefully it'll be a few more.
Yes, we hope.
Hey everybody, and we are back. My name is Chase. What is your name?
I'm Kevin.
Kevin, and who you with?
I am with Moonshine BBQ.
Moonshine BBQ, awesome. So give us a little history about Moonshine. How long have you been in business?
We've been in business now about 16 years. This will be our 8th year here at Rib Cookoff Sparks.
Beautiful, awesome. And do you have any secret tips that you can give people that you're allowed to tell people?
Our recipes are more of a sweet heat. We don't have anything vinegar, it's all sweet.
Yeah.
Our baked beans, they're made from moonshine, so it's a root beer moonshine baked bean. This year we're introducing bacon wrapped Gouda bites.
Oh, that's
snack bites.
delicious.
We're still going to do the traditional alligator on Saturday like we did last year.
There you go. Love to see it, love to see it. What is your favorite non-rib thing on the menu?
Probably my baked beans.
Where are you guys traveling in from?
We come from McKee, Kentucky, so we're about an hour outside of Lexington.
Gotcha. I'm not super familiar with the area, but that's a long drive.
2,300 miles.
Oof. I come from Arkansas,
Okay,
so I know
you're close.
Close. I had like
You're the opposite. You're down here. You're
1,600 miles for me. It wasn't terrible, but yeah, that's a drive.
It's a drive.
What makes your ribs really stand out from the competition?
All our ribs are cooked hot and fresh every day. I don't do, everybody calls them reheats, or they put them away at the end of the night. So, for example, if you cook too many ribs, sometimes those get put away, but I don't. We do a blowout sale every night, so if it looks like I'm sitting on 40 racks of ribs, we're going to discount them, get rid of them, and we start from scratch every day. So our ribs are cooked fresh from the time we get in here to the time we close.
Well, there you go, folks. Fresh ribs every day.
Fresh ribs every day.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, got it.
We'll have to come back and try them out.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And we are back. My name is Lauren, and I am here with.
Ryan.
And who are you representing?
Git-R-Smoked.
What makes your ribs stand out?
Well, first off, with any good rib, it's got to start with that rub. So you're going to get that rub, and then the quality smoke that we get is the type of wood we use, and that tenderness brings it all together.
And do you have any secret tips that you could share when it comes to cooking, ingredient-wise?
Some secret tips, really when it comes down to it, it's making sure that you pay attention to the fine details. When you're cooking your ribs, you want to make sure that we're being on top of everything and keeping everything all the same, so you're not changing up. You'll have the same recipe every time.
Yeah.
You got that consistency, you're always going to have a good product.
How long do you guys necessarily cook your ribs for?
So typically speaking, it's low and slow. So you're going upwards of 5 hours roughly. Depending on the weight of your rack and the size of the rack, there's a buffer zone within an hour to 45 minutes or so.
Yeah. So do you kind of take some out sooner than others?
Yeah, so depending on your smoker, some smokers, the top racks that cook hotter to where, your lower racks are going to have that slower rendering. So it all depends on understanding your smoker and understanding the temperature that you're cooking on.
What menu item stands out the most from all of the other things on your menu?
So we've got a couple things that really stand out. We have our beef ribs, which a lot of other teams, they typically don't have a beef rib. So that is probably one of the more standout things. We also do have our Appalachian beans, which, Appalachian beans, they have apples in them. So it gives it a nice, unique flavor to go along with that rich, robust sauce.
How long have you been coming to Best in the West Rib Cook-Off?
So this is actually our 7th season.
7?
Yeah.
Okay. Very cool. And how long has this company been around for?
So we started in 2014, and we started doing catering, and then we moved from catering to doing rib events, and then got into the Best in the West. 7 years ago, it's been history since then.
And then where you originated from?
So the company originated in Nevada, here in this area, and then it has been now moved to Kentucky. So kind of flip-flopping, across the country. Yeah.
Staying with the roots though, coming here.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yep.
Very nice. All right. Well, we're glad to have you here for your 7th year.
Yeah.
And we hope that we have a good rest of the week.
Oh, thank you. One thing that we wanted to let everyone know is we actually have a new special this year.
Okay.
So it's a half rack dinner special. You get a half rack, 2 sides, and you get a dinner roll for $20 this year. So it's quite the deal.
Yeah, it's a really good deal.
Yeah.
Lots of food.
Yeah, lots of food for a good price, reasonable, and you feed the family with a couple of them. So
there you go.
So
all right. Well, thank you very much.
Oh, thank you. You guys have a great day.
Hey, everybody, and we are back. My name is Chase with The Nugget, and give me your name.
Phil Hyatt with Carson City BBQ, local caterer and entrepreneur.
Beautiful. That seemed prepared. You have that down. Beautiful. And how long have you been coming to Best in the West?
So this will be our 28th year here. We've won 9 times. So we're the only 3-time winner of Best Sauce. So our sauce is a very unique sauce. We make it with we caramelize onions and butter. We puree the onions and then caramelize them in butter. That's what makes the sauce so good. And our sauce sales, we're in 40 local stores. We do use that for our catering. And people love the sauce because it's homemade.
Beautiful. That sounds delicious.
Yeah.
So what's something, a secret that you can give out to the public?
So a secret for the ribs would be, and everybody will tell you this, low and slow. But what we do is when we use the cookers, we use them in a way that, so we temp everything. Everything's done by temperature. So as the rib hits the right temperature, we start pulling them out of the cooker. And they don't come out until they're the perfect temperature. Then they get held in a warmer. We only use our warmers for about 2 hours because we got fresh ribs coming out every 2 hours. So it's fresh, unique. We never re-cook, hold stuff. We try to cook fresh and serve fresh all day, every day.
Beautiful. And so you guys are coming from Carson City. How do you feel like that gives you kind of an advantage to the competition?
The only advantage it gives us is we don't have to drive so far when we go home on Monday.
Right. Yep. It's not that bad.
It's not that bad of that drive. And then for being a little bitty Carson City BBQ, we give these big rib guys a real run for their money.
I love that. I love that. And so how long have you guys been in business just outside of the competition?
Well, we've been doing this 28 years. We've been in business 29 years, like 29 and a half years. So we started it to originally just do rib cook-offs. Now it's our catering is our number one thing that we do. So we do 3 rib cook-offs a year, and we still won over 160 awards for our cooking, just doing 3 rib cook-offs.
Wow.
So we're very consistent. We win something every year. And what we really enjoy is just meeting the people. We have a VIP section in the back of our booth. We can seat 50 people back there. And those are my local friends, family, people that I cater for, that enjoy coming and having the fun at this great event. And we got a place for them to get off the street and sit down and relax.
That's so nice. So
Yeah.
make friends with this guy.
Make friends with this guy.
For your ribs, you're saying low and slow, but how long does it usually take for a good...
So depending on the thickness and the temperature, so everything's about temperature, thickness of the rib, and where it is positioned inside the smoker.
Okay.
So it makes a big difference in my opinion. So we try to temp each rack as it's coming out. And then we're one of those people that doesn't smear them with barbecue sauce. We think a great rib should taste great with no barbecue sauce. And anybody who's smearing it with barbecue sauce is hiding something. They're hiding something. So we don't hide anything. We cook fresh ribs, serve fresh ribs. And if we have too many ribs at the end of the day, we blow them out. So come see us late in the day around 7:30, 8 o'clock. We might have ribs on special. We'll blow them out so we can cook fresh ribs the next day.
Beautiful. You heard that. Come a little later, you can get some good deals on ribs.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.